Okay, so today we're going to make a Bolognese dish, and instead of using spaghetti, which I love, we're going to be using zucchini from our spiralizer, and I've already spiralized it, and I've also steamed some spaghetti squash. So spaghetti squash is pretty easy to use, but a lot of people were a little intimidated by it initially, and all you have to do is cut it open carefully because it's really tough. You need a good knife to get it open, and then you take out the middle like you would when you take out the middle of a pumpkin. You don't want the seeds and you don't want the pulp of it to get cooked because it has like a richer flavor. And I put it all in a bowl with a little water, and I put it in the microwave, and I steamed pretty good size one for about 10 minutes. So I've done that already, and I do that because if you bake it in the oven, it gets a sweeter
caramelized taste.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that squash caramelized like sweet taste into something Italian like the pasta taste. So I find that the microwave kind of neutralizes that sugar that gets released when you bake it.
It does, and so it takes on more of the spaghetti taste, more of the pasta sauce, marinara taste.
Yeah, it's just better at absorbing that flavor. So while Jen does this, I'm going to take some leeks and some, what did I say? Shallots. And I love using leeks and shallots. I find onions are really nice, but these have a richer flavor. And we really want to substitute things like cheese and fats, and like in this dish, for example, there's usually bacon that gives it the real flavor. And we're just going to be using these beautiful leeks and shallots. Why can't I say shallots? I keep wanting to say.
You could also do, if you wanted, add some carrots to it to have that like Bolognese.
So we're going to move the camera for you so you can see us. Just so you can see where we are a little better. Jen's got a great stove.
And we're sauteing it in the ghee, which I think you mentioned.
Yeah, the ghee is really good for your digestion. It's used in a lot of French cooking, and they use it a lot in India. You can buy ghee in a health food store, and it doesn't take very much ghee. Just saute. And that's all we're going to use. It's just a nice tablespoon of ghee. Okay, so Jen's just got me a wooden spoon out of this drawer.
This is what I have to do to shut it.
This is what she has to shut the drawer, and I have the same drawer. But anyway, you can hear that nice sound of that sauteing. And what's really nice when you cook is there's a lot going on with your senses. When you cook, you smell things and you hear them, and that's actually all part of really enjoying what you're making. So, okay, so this is sauteed it down a bit, and one of the good tricks I have for flavor is you want to really put a lot of flavor into your like onions or your leeks, whatever it is you're trying to bring that wonderful rich flavor into the dish. So what we're doing is we're using this really nice local Italian seasoning from the sun of Italy. And we're going to put that in there. Just sprinkle it a little more. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this sauce. Now we're using vodka sauce, which has a good bad reputation, but when you look at it, it's often not that much worse than actually regular sauce. You see, I'm making this nice kind of roux. I think it's called roux.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And that I'm going to let cook down a little bit. And in Italy, they actually burn that a little bit when they use the tomato paste.
I can easily burn it. I'm good at burning.
They just get it really crispy on the bottom of the pan, and that releases a lot of sugar and juice into the dish. Okay, so that looks really good. What does that sound?
It's the clicking. It just clicks. It's a clicker.
Okay. So now we're going to add the meat. Okay. We have 2 of these. So we're just doing 2 because there's 2 of us, and we'll both take some home.
It takes 2 to make things go right. It takes 2 to make it all decide.
Okay, and now I'm going to add some more sauce. So we're just using a can, but you know, we're going to use it. Yeah, put more flavor in there. And we're going to add a little garlic salt too. I forgot to add a little garlic to that, but garlic would have been good to saute in there too, since we're doing Italian.
Shoot, I have it.
I know, we always have garlic.
Vampires will not come near my house. For sure.
Garlic really is good for keeping illness away. And so are onions. Okay, so we're just going to use a little can of tomatoes. And of course, Jen's got to feature her Vitamix at some point during every episode.
At some point, the Vitamix had to come in. Because
So,
I'm Vita crazy.
so crazy. So she's going to take a can.
So we're going to take a can of the whole tomatoes, and what we're going to do is we're just going to turn this on the variable speed on number 1, and it's just going to dice them. So then you'll have a little bit of texture.
That's nice.
That's
Mine
all you
doesn't
need.
do that.
A little bit of texture.
And then we're going to add that to our wonderful turkey bolognese. Okay, so after deliberating for a while as to whether or not the turkey meat is actually cooked, Jen has finally given her approval that every single piece of the turkey is fully cooked, and I'm not going to have the, stomach virus that I was hoping for today.
Which we actually said would not be a bad idea. That would be a few pounds dropped.
Start the diet again. All right, anyway, we are ready to put this all together. So you don't have to do both. You can just do the zucchini or you can just do the spaghetti squash. We just wanted to show you that you have these two options. But actually putting them together is really nice. So I'm going to take some of the spaghetti and I'm going to take some of the squash, which has had a little time to sit in its Italian world flavor. Okay. And what we do is actually we take the little Ziploc bags and we fill the bags up with this so that we just take it out of the freezer and defrost a little bag, and then we spiralize or we steam a little of the zucchini or the squash, and we just make little plates for ourselves. But we're going to show you, a nice beautiful dish here. Are you ready? Bring it over. It looks really beautiful, really wonderful. Alright, so if you can look at this here, the flavors, look at that steam. Just smelling it, all those flavors.
And that spinach just looks so pretty in there. Especially it adds just color to the dish.
Alright, so look at how much we have left. I mean, this is, enough for us to make at least 3 meals each. And on a cold day, and when you're hungry to have a nice warm lunch, a rich, beautiful lunch.
Sometimes I even put the zucchini in a little bit with the sauce to make it even softer, and it does get, the more it cooks, and it will cook certainly under this warm sauce, but the more the zucchini cooks, the more spaghetti-like texture it has.
So this is enough, actually, for more than just the two of us.
This is like a family.
Yeah. So what I do with my family is I'll make the spaghetti on the side, and I will serve them both the spaghetti with the squash, and what they'll feel like they're having their spaghetti. And I have a little pasta with it too, just because I like the taste, but not very much. And that way, I have a few forks full of spaghetti rather than a few cups of spaghetti. All right. Okay, so we added the squash, the spaghetti, and then we added the bolognese, and we added, the spinach. There's this really great flavor here, and really nice color. And we're gonna plate it on to a beautiful plate, like we said.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot more meat here than there is squash and zucchini. So just so you know, it really kind of cooks down pretty quick when you add the heat to the squash and the zucchini. Kind of sucks it into a lot less. So here's a beautiful plateful. Okay, we're about to sit down for the shot, but we got some shit to move.
Shit shovelers extraordinaire, at it again.
Okay, so we were standing there eating at the counter, and we said, we're not supposed to do this. So to wrap up the show, we've moved to the other side of the counter. We are sitting here with Jen's amazing plates that her husband gave her for Christmas one year.
We are.
And we're going to sit and we're going to very slowly eat this and taste
enjoy it,
and smell it and enjoy it and wrap up the show. So I don't know what those are doing here.
No, these came from the crack cabinet.
What?
I can't escape the sugar. Skedaddle.
All right, our next episode, we are going to stay with our Italian theme because we really like Italian, and we're going to talk about zucchini again. Mangia.
So Bonnie, is anyone watching these?
Yep, it's not going the way I planned.
Right, what happened?
Somebody watched our last episode and went out and bought a lot of cheese.